Complaining drags you down, doesn't it? You are around people who are griping. It is not an enjoyable place to be. Complaining is damaging for your health. Complaining is damaging for your relationships, and it is damaging for your career. Dr. Robin Kowalski, the University of Clemson, has done a lot of studying into complaining. And when it comes to health, here's how she puts it. Doctors say that symptoms increase with symptom reporting. Now, doesn't that sound like a doctor? Symptoms increase with symptom reporting. If you are talking about your health in a negative way, you get negative health. My wife has a group of friends who get together every Thursday night for margaritas. They call it group therapy. And they get together and they complain about the men in their lives. And no, my wife doesn't attend. But not a single one of these women has a happy, healthy relationship. If you're in a management position, do you look around and say, you know, it's time to promote somebody who gripes the most? That's not the way it happens. One of my favorite stories, two men working on a construction site. They meet for lunch. They both open their lunch pails. And the first one opens his lunch and says, "A meatloaf sandwich? Oh, I hate meatloaf sandwiches." His friend just eats his lunch quietly. The next day, the two pair up again for lunch. The first one opens his lunchbox and he goes, "Another meatloaf sandwich? Ugh." The third day, the three come together for lunch, or the two come together for lunch again. And the first one opens his lunch pail and says, "I've had it. Day in, day out, the same thing, meatloaf sandwiches." And his friend says, "Why don't you ask your wife to make you something else?" And the guy says, "I make my own lunch." You're making your own lunch. Do you get that? We all make our own lunch. You are making your own lunch by the words you are saying, because they are indicating what you are thinking. When you complain, you are focusing on what is wrong.